Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to Cotton Candy Fabrics. We're a community quilt shop and fabric store in Brookfield, Connecticut at 457 Federal Road in beautiful Brookfield. We're 2 minutes off of Route 84, Highway 84, but you can always find us on the information superhighway at www.cottoncandyfabrics.com. So when you visit Cotton Candy Fabrics, the fun starts outside. You're welcome to, we're husband friendly first of all, but more importantly, it's a great place for you to come and hang out with your friends like our Cotton Candy Pink Ladies are doing this morning. We like to say we're a community quilt shop, and that's because we're more than a store, we're a gathering place. Ronnie?
Quilt project going, so you're always welcome to come and see our charity quilts and participate with us.
Always drop by and pick up a kit. They're cut, ready. All you have to do is go home and stitch it.
So Ronnie and Peggy team are kind of our co-captains for the Pink Ladies. The quilts that they're working on today are going to be going to the Women's Center of Greater Danbury. We also always have sale fabric outside and masks for sale. With all of your creative inspiration, the last thing you may want to do is make masks. You can grab one here and spend your time focusing on awesome quilts. So let's go ahead and head inside. You know you're at Cotton Candy when you see the bright pink doors. Welcome to our shop. We have more than 4,000 bolts of quilting cotton, apparel, canvas, all sorts of fantastic fabrics. And let me just start and tell you, when you support a local quilt shop, please support and look for Jaftex Fabrics as well. They're a family of companies: Free Spirit, Blank, Studio E, Henry Glass, Stoff. They do so much for local quilt shops, and in turn, so much for you as quilters and sewists, that as grateful as I am, we should all be supporting them. Of our 4,000 bolts of fabric, more than 1,000 are actually from Jaftex companies. So, first collection, the first thing you see when you walk in the door is Veggies from Free Spirit Fabrics. How fantastic are these bright colors? I love color. You will see that throughout our shop. Coming from an advertising background, I really gravitate towards bright colors. The other thing I would tell you is, for 30 years in advertising, my goal was to make sure my clients were successful. Now, having a quilt shop, the goal hasn't changed. It's only the setting that has. Our commitment to you is to help you have a successful finish, quilt after quilt after quilt. So, I mentioned that I love bright colors. Of course, I also love modern fabrics. So we have Tula Pink, of course, all the way back to the Zuma collection. So you can see all the fantastic colors, pre-cuts, lots of pre-cuts kits. We even have bag kits featuring Tula and K fabrics. This collection from Henry Glass just came in yesterday, Sewing Mends the Soul. What a great message that is right now at this time in our country and in our lives. I just think these beautiful sewing prints with a hint of nostalgia are absolutely gorgeous, and I know I will be using these for some holiday fabric projects. We also love K Facet. Who doesn't? We have lots of his prints. We order every collection. We have lots of K pre-cuts always on hand. And his next collection due in February, we've ordered all the fabric, 60 plus bolts. So you'll definitely want to make sure to mark your calendar to stop in for that. We have lots of quilting notions and patterns and gifts, awesome puzzles, notebooks, tote bags, ready-made, all sorts of fun things for the sewist and your friends that you want to give quilty gifts to. You definitely don't want to miss the fall wall, as we call it. You know, fall sewing starts in April. A couple collections that I really love this year. First of all, Rake and Bake by Blank Quilting. How adorable are these trucks? So much fun. Nice for country quilting, for the men in your life, and certainly for a heartwarming holiday project. We're also really loving this year Bouville. Who doesn't love a glow-in-the-dark fabric for the little ones for Halloween? Super cute, great projects on their website, and so on. And one more to highlight, my favorite of the season is Harvest Moon by Studio E. It's sophisticated, it's a little spooky, it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, we have over 1,000 bolts of Jaftex alone in our shop, and it's no wonder why. At Cotton Candy Fabrics, we love making bags, so we have canvas and linen and vinyl and all the bag notions and tons of bag patterns with new patterns coming in every day. We get new fabric every week and new patterns every week as well. I mentioned Tula. This quilt, Spool of Love, is from her homemade line, an absolutely fantastic quilt, and it's our first special for you today. We have this quilt with everything you need, the full color directions, all the fabric for the top and for the binding, normally $209.95, but for you watching this video, $179.95. And I loved making it. All right, so wait, there's more downstairs. Hey Barbara, you want to pause? So we have Kona cottons, almost every color. All of the Kona cottons constantly on restock. Big news, we actually got 8 bolts of black Kona cotton this week, so you can feel free to check that out. We are a handy quilter dealer. So we sell and service handy quilter machines. This is Barbara, one of our long arm quilters along with me. We do long arm quilting, so you can send us your quilts if you're not local or drop them off. 2 cents a square inch for edge to edge quilting, any pattern you want, any thread you want. So really convenient and 3 to 4 week turnaround time. We also do semi-custom and custom quilting, obviously a little more expensive. We love our Bernina machines, as you can see. All the Berninas available. And with every Bernina, you get guide lessons and instruction, just like with the handy quilters, because we want to make sure you're successful. We also do a ton with apparel. This is our ever-expanding apparel section, and lots of patterns, as you can see, lots of choices, knits, lawns, rayons, velvet, linen, all the fabrics you need to make wearable art all year long. Well, we wouldn't be a modern quilt shop who loves bright fabric without a great selection of batiks, lots of batik samples, lots of batik fabrics, of course. But we also want to show you our kids' room. We think quilting for kids is one of the greatest expressions of love. Every kid should be wrapped in a quilt made, you know, by somebody who loves them. So lots of choices for boys, for girls, unisex. We have the hipster moms covered with gray and the grandmas covered with nice bright colors. One of the collections I'm loving right now for kids is from Henry Glass, Best Friends Farm. How stinking cute are these cows? I actually have a mask from it. It has a fantastic panel that makes putting together a project super quick, super easy, one and done. You get your quilt done in an afternoon and move on to the next project. So let's head back upstairs. We have an expansive color wall so that you can find just the right blenders to go with all of these fantastic focus collections. And we know sometimes you need a quick project that you can get done easily. And for that, we feature Fabric Cafe 3-yard quilt kits. And they're quick, they're easy. Any of these books will make 8 projects each with just 3 yards of fabric. It's super economical. In fact, they started out by being called economy quilts. And we have a special for you. If you search Surrey, S-U-R-R-E-Y, at our website, you'll find a 3-yard quilt kit from Surrey Meadow Fabric. Normally $32.95, but for this video, $27.95. All you need is a 3-yard quilt kit book and this 3 yards of fabric, and that's available on our website. Okay, just a few more things. I want to mention that we take your safety and security very seriously. Outside of limiting attendance in our shop, social distancing, class sizes cut down to half, frequent sanitizing. We've also hired a full-time cleaner. So Annie is here. She's cleaning things after every bathroom trip, making sure things are always clean and desanitized so you're safe when you visit. We have a huge selection of Moda grunge. I never met a grunge that I didn't like. And on the way down to the Christmas room, Cassie will show you a quilt featuring 29 different colors of grunge. We also carry Aurifil thread. Aurifil thread 50 weight is simply the best choice for your piecing. It's virtually lint-free because of how it's manufactured. It comes in a rainbow of colors, and we also have a thread club that you can get different groupings, 3 spools at a time. We have other thread for long arming in addition to Aurifil, but for your piecing, if you're not sewing with Aurifil, you're not doing the best you can for your quilt. Here's the quilt with all the colors of grunge that I mentioned. And then the last fabric room is our Christmas room. We believe Christmas and Hanukkah and everything you celebrate that time of year is really the time that we take to show those around us how much they mean to us. And we have so much fabric so that you can develop the perfect holiday project. We're loving Snowbird Flannel by Henry Glass. It's really great because it's great for Christmas, but the winter color palette and the snowmen and the snow, you can keep this up all winter long, so you get a lot of great use out of this. We're also loving Yuletide by Tim Holtz for Free Spirit. This lickety split quilt was one of the featured projects, and so we stitched it up. It goes together fast, it's easy. Again, you can keep it up all year, but it's really a gorgeous, gorgeous project, and I just love text on fabric, and that background is absolutely perfect. You can see we have lots of Christmas kits and patterns and projects and simple panels. I mentioned how much I love Kaffe. In fact, we have 3 Kaffe quilts hanging in the shop right now. We're loving the Festive Jewel quilt kit. We only have 4 left, so if you want one, kind of like the Tulip Spool of Love, limited quantities, you definitely want to grab this. This is only $139.95, and you make this quilt that has kind of undertones of Christmas with the color palette, but it's not overwhelmingly Christmas, so you can actually love it all year long. And lots more Free Spirit, Jaftex, Henry Glass fabric here. This collection right here, this is super sweet. Peace and Goodwill, the little holiday scene, super charming. Love the quilt blocks. I love seeing quilts on fabric, so the quilts hanging on the line is super cute. And then we also went nuts for gnomes this year. We have the timber gnomes in cotton, and then we have the flannel gnomies as well, and pre-cuts available for both of them. So that's the fabric, all 4,250 bolts of it right now, but just a little bit more to show you. As much as we love our in-store fabric shop, we also do a lot of online business, more than 100 packages a day. So we have a dedicated, fully staffed mailroom, and they're ready to help and make sure your projects get out. This is Wagner and Rob.
Hi. If you order by 3 today, we get it out this afternoon to you.
So if you order by 3, we'll get it out the same day. If you come visit, there's always refreshments, coffee, water. You're welcome to have a break in our kitchen. And then lastly, our classroom. What a warm, fun place to take a class. We're a Bernina classroom. You can use our machines or you can bring your own. We have all the supplies you need. Right now we have our classroom cut in half because we want to maintain social distancing. We're starting this beautiful quilt on next Saturday. Harvard Lighthouse, Susan Dashensky's teaching that. Ronnie Gerhardt teaches a ton of classes. Sherry Safaldi-Marill is always one of our highlighted teachers. So lots of fun projects. There's another Kaffe quilt, one of Sherry's quilts. Always something to see, always something to do. And again, our goal is to be your community quilt shop where you be successful with every project you start and finish. So, beautiful Brookfield, Connecticut. We're available by phone. My cell phone number, 917-907-2406. Text me, call me, write me, whatever I can do to help. and available 24/7, cottoncandyfabrics.com, and open 7 days a week. If you need yellow thread on